while we're waiting, I'm going to assume we have a short rest back at camp.
Yeah, no, you guys will be chilling out at the Oasis.
I 100% read that fucking book, by the way.
Yes, you did.
I got a shark tooth, I got shark bone fragments, and some of the skin.
Yeah, absolutely. I can fucking craft shit for you. So you get a +3, I can fucking blow that out of the water. Hold on. Is it alright if I do this as like an overtime check?
Yeah, that's fine. You'll be there for a bit. Okay, then yeah, it would just be one roll for the armor. Oh
my
20.
God!
It's called Skin and Bones. It's a medium type. AC bonus +6. Oh, I want to integrate the doppelganger skin too to see if I can get Sims to like bonuses to sneaking.
So here's what I'm going to do. Because you're using doppelganger skin in the suit, that means he has natural camouflage, which means that his costume, when he wants it to, will blend in with the environment.
Fuck yeah.
Then I'll just give Syra the shark tooth and tell her to go crazy with it if she wants.
Okay, you do that. Arch, you now have the megalodon tooth.
Is there a like some kind of appraisal, like an appraiser?
You can bring it to Gregor. He's part of the Thieves Guild.
Also, yo,
necklace with a red gem. Alright, fine. I'm gonna go to Syra to see what the fuck that is.
Ooh, all right, good.
Not
roll.
in combat. Doesn't
All right.
matter.
All right,
Rolling
good.
like a beast. Syra's back in her comfy spot in camp, and she's just jamming out. She's got her undead boyfriend now. Things are looking up. Ball's rolling uphill, boys.
Basically, what that's actually going to be worth is about, I'm going to say it's worth 35,000 gold.
Is there any like magic properties to it?
I believe Arch knows that.
So she lays hands on it. I'd like to think that Cham came up with this necklace after she was working on a corpse. Turns around. Oh, you've got something for me. All right, let me see. And like hands gooey as fuck. Takes a look at it, gives him the appraisal, and then like rubs her hand on it, just full of goo, just dripping off of it for detect magic.
You don't detect any magic coming out of the pendant. It appears to just be a normal piece of jewelry. However, it is a rather expensive piece of jewelry.
She holds it back out to him, like really, like just whips it a little bit, and the goo just.
So all you guys are back at camp now, and you can either go to Lorna or Gregor, who was the one that helped you break into the castle. Gregor usually has quests that are more monetarily based, whereas Lorna has ones that are more based around building up your counter-military forces.
I'm gonna look at Cham's character and start doing Naruto hand signs.
I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna start doing hand signs back.
And I'm gonna start making the two in the pink, one in the sting gesture.
If he does that, I'm gonna do the west side.
My uncle was a frog, so I had to be one too, man.
Oh, frogs for life, Holmes.
Lorna walks up to you because you're too busy doing gang signs in front of her. Why are you speaking like fantasy Mexicans? After a second of looking at your, blank stares back at her, she just kind of just waves it off, just like, look, I have something if you would like something to do.
Yes, as my eyes roll into the back of my head.
I'm going to continue doing Naruto hand signs towards her.
Where are we going, Lorna?
There are reports that there is a Zaratan to the north. It's separated from a mountain range.
What the hell's a Zaratan?
Do you know what a tortoise looks like?
Turtles?
I'm gonna look at freaking Whopper Jr.
You look over at Whopper Jr. He's just kind of sleeping over by one of the palm trees. It's a big thing with a shell, and a Zaratan is a big thing with a shell with a mountain on top of it that is the size of a mountain.
That sounds made up. You made that up. There's no such thing.
She hands you the Dungeons & Dragons monster manual and points to the page. She's saying that apparently one of these creatures was spotted on the mountain range to the north, and the Black Scales have also taken interest in it. And you're not sure what exactly has been going on up there, but there apparently has been some form of combat happening.
So what exactly do you want us to do about it?
Investigate.
I'm already getting the carriage with the scorpion. I'm going to whistle over to Ariel to bring her over.
All right, so you guys are going to go inside the carriage that is being pulled by the zombie scorpion. So Arch's character, Syra, she's doing some experiments, and she's catching up with her long-lost friend, Pontus. She offers you the various undead animals to ride on if you should want them.
I mean, we got a big-ass carriage that Kane could ride in.
This is true. Kane, you can ride in the carriage.
Let's go!
All right, so you guys pile into the carriage. Raka, I'm assuming you're going to be riding on your griffin.
You are correct, sir.
So you guys are going to travel north, and it takes maybe about a day, but you see the Zaratan long before you actually reach it, because you see what appears to be a massive mountainous spire shooting up into the sky. It's growing into some kind of a massive, like, turtle or tortoise shell. You can't even really see the base of the creature because it's kind of almost beyond the horizon. It takes you another full day to actually reach the area where it is resting.
So it's a giant mountain turtle.
Basically.
How do you tame a mountain turtle?
Very good question.
You'll go poke it in. Somebody go poke it in the eye.
You probably want to survey the area a little bit before you just walk up and start poking the thing.
Yeah, I'll roll an investigation check or whatever the fuck that's called in this game.
I will too.
Jam has a 25.
Mine's also plus 10. I forgot to put it. And I got 15. Damn, bro, you got a 4!
Uhtred is busy looking up into the clouds because he sees one that's kind of shaped like his patron god. So he kind of just is staring at that for a while. Kane and Sham, you guys both notice that it appears that there's a small encampment of black scale mercenaries that are down at the base of where the turtle is. The turtle appears to be dead. It appears to have had a massive metal spike rammed through its skull.
I'm going to tell Ariel to stay in the carriage. But I'm going to put to use my new armor. Pretty much going to be scurrying on the floor.
Yep, and you're just going to try and get up to the camp?
Yeah, to take a look at it.
Okay. Roll, move silently check. All right, so Cham, that's a 32. So, yep, you are able to successfully sneak up to the camp.
I'm using a spot check to see what the hell is around in the encampment.
Okay, so that's a 23. So you see what it looks like the Black Scales have brought with them a whole bunch of bladed equipment. It looks kind of like the thing that they're using looks kind of like it's a massive blade that's attached to a large limb. And basically they're using that to try to cut open the side of the Zaratan now that it is dead. It looks like it's been fairly slow going, but they look like they've almost finished the incision. No idea what they're actually doing, but most of them seem to be preoccupied with that. There are 4 guards around the perimeter, and it appears that there is one officer in the camp who is directing the others who are cutting open the side.
All right, then I'll use D-Slumber on the 4 guards and the officer.
Sham, yeah. The 4 outer guards start getting drowsy and eventually pass out and fall onto the sand. The officer does as well, so he's passed out. So the other Dragonborn are still in the process of trying to use this giant knife to cut open the side of this dead Zaratan. So they haven't quite noticed that their officer is down yet, but it's not going to be that long before they notice that he kind of just fell over.
And I'm going to do what I did last time. Darkness.
All right, so it's going to be a darkness around the group that's cutting open the side. So that's going to completely encompass them, but it's not going to encompass the outer parts of the camp. So where, like, the guards are sleeping, that's outside of that, but where they're working is going to be in darkness. Okay, so you cast darkness on them. They immediately start freaking out. You hear a large thud where they're dropping that giant bladed item, it seems like. And there's a lot of yelling that's going on inside of the darkness. All right, so you're going to go in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're going to go in. So Kane and Raka, what are you two going to do?
Okay, then I'll wait outside.
Okay, and Raka, are you going to go in as well?
Yep, with my Bibles.
Not the Bible!
Okay, all right, you're going to go in. You're just going to start chucking Bibles into the darkness as you're walking in. Okay, so here's the way this is going to go. So Raka and Sham are going into the darkness. Kane, you're posting up outside with your rifle. So I'm going to roll quickly to see how many of the Dragonborn actually are able to wander out of the darkness. So I'm going to say 2 of them are able to wander out of the darkness. The other 6 are still inside. Raka and Cham, since you guys are both in the darkness already, those 2 aren't going to be able to see you, but they are disoriented. Now, Kane, you're going to be able to fire on one of them with an attack of opportunity.
Oh, hell yeah, let's do it. Oh, let's go.
Nice. Okay,
wait, isn't that 19. A crit?
It's a 19-20 on your rifle, I believe, so yes,
yeah.
That would be a crit. So yeah, that's going to crit.
All right, I'm going to aim just at the left one, you know. Oh, gosh.
Ooh.
64!
Jesus Christ. Okay. So basically what happens is, are you using any specific rounds for this?
No, I was just going to use just a standard bullet.
So when you fire it, it hits him, and then all of his limbs explode, including his head, and all that's left is a torso. The torso then falls to the ground in a bloody heap.
Woo!
Now I'm going to go to Raka and Cham, so you guys are going to get the chance to do some stuff inside the darkness. So Cham, you rolled a 17. Is that for a listen check?
Yep.
Okay, so you do hear what sounds like some of the warriors near you. You can hear probably 2 or 3 distinctively. 18, that will hit. All right, so that's 40 damage. So yeah, you killed him. You just came up from behind him and sliced him right up the back with the Darksaber. Basically just gutted him from the back. He falls over dead very quickly. Raka, it is now your turn.
All right, so who's left around me?
You're gonna have to do a listen check to see if you can hear anything because it's completely in darkness, so you can't see anything. All right, 14. I'm gonna say you do manage to hear. There's a couple more near you. Cham already killed one of them that was in there, but there should still be 5 more that are hanging around. You're gonna be able to go after any one of them, so you can roll to attack.
I'm not going to attack right away. I am going to just blindly throw.
A Bible.
Yeah, in the direction of where I heard one of them.
Okay. You'll take a -2 to the roll because you won't be able to technically see what you're throwing it at.
So that'd be a 9.
I'm gonna say that you missed that, unfortunately. You just throw a Bible, like, right through. So, Kane, you're sitting outside and you just see a Bible fly out of the darkness and just land on the corpse of the Dragonborn you just shot. Now I'm gonna roll for the Dragonborn again to see if any of them wander out of the fog. Ooh, that is a 1. So because of that, I'm going to say the other one that was still outside actually wanders back into the darkness by accident because he's a dumbass. So I'm going to roll for the ones inside to see if they're just going to attack indiscriminately. The 19 and the 17 are going to hit, and those are both going to be against Raka because they could feel the airflow change when the Bible went by.
Only 19.
Only 19? Alright, so the 19 will hit, but that's still going to go against you. That's going to be 1d8. So there's 3 damage, so he whacks you with that for 3 damage. Now that, like, combat has been somewhat initiated, I think I'm going to have people roll initiative, or at least the ones that are inside there, the ones that are engaging.
I'm going to roll for a listen check.
You hear the same ones that you heard before, including the one that re-entered.
Closest to me.
Alright, that's going to hit. That would be the one that re-entered. That will also hit.
46 damage.
This is all on one target, or are you spreading this out?
Yeah, it's all on one target.
Then yeah, he's dead. You cleaved his head and his arms off in one very, very swift and quick motion with the Darksaber. He is extremely dead. There's 5 of them left in there. You've killed 3 so far. But the thing is, 3 of them are going to be going up against Raka. 2 of them are still wandering around. So Raka, I'm going to have you roll initiative with these 3. 2 of them are going to go before you, and then the last one will go after you. The way this is going to work is, Kane, you can't see anything, because you're on the outside of the darkness sphere, and there's nobody that's wandered out again. Are you going to fire indiscriminately into the dark sphere, or are you going to hold your fire while they fight it out?
I'm just going to hold my fire. I don't want to shoot anyone.
Fair enough. So, Raka, I'm going to roll for the first guy. He misses. Second guy, he also misses. So now it is your turn.
So I'm going to attack with a smite.
All right, then you can roll to attack then. Okay, wow. All right, plus 20. I didn't know that was how much you were getting. All right, yeah, that definitely hits.
So it'd be 15 total.
15 damage. So he's not quite dead, but here is something that's kind of interesting if you would like to do it. Your armor has the ability to allow you to brutalize an enemy if they are below 5% of their health. He is below 5% of his health.
I'm definitely going to do that.
All right, you can decide what you do with him, just as long as you do it with your bare hands.
I'm going to straight up like Wolfgar his ass. I'm just going to crush his head with my hands, whispering psalms from the Bible into his tiny little reptilian ears.
As you do that, his head pops like a zit. He is very much dead now, and you are now covered in his brains and blood.
Can I make an intimidation roll by like just kind of looking at them?
They can't technically see you because of the darkness. You can try yelling.
Yeah, I'm going to straight up like scream Achilles shit like, is there no one else?
Roll intimidation. Oh.
Nice.
Okay, Kane, I want you to be ready for this. So, Raka, so you let out one of the most vulgar, insane things that anybody has ever heard. And all of those Dragonborn that are in the cloud immediately shit their pants and run away from you. So, Kane, 3 of them are going to run out of the fog. Cham, one of them is going to run right into you. So you're going to get an attack of opportunity to take him out. And Kane, you're going to be able to aim at one of the ones that came out of the fog because they're in a dizzy. So if you want to use a magnum round, I'll allow you to pass any of the additional damage on to the next target.
Yep, let's do that.
So all 3 of them are kind of running out in the same way. So you're going to take minuses to the characters that follow the first one.
Oh, God.
Okay, that's not going to hit. You just kind of blast one off into the air. They immediately start ducking down to the ground and freaking the fuck out. Cham, so is that your attack right there?
The 20.
Okay, so yeah, that is enough to hit, and you're getting an attack of opportunity anyway because he's running into you.
So 42?
Yep, 42 damage. All right, you cleave him right in half. He is dead. There are still the 3 that are outside of the cloud now, and they are going to reorient themselves. So, Kane, you're going to get one more shot at your triple shot.
Let's go. That is honestly worse.
Yeah, no, that is worse. So you did the same thing again, which now alerted them to your position.
No, fucking Christ.
So, Raka, I'm going to give you a chance to come out and see if you can orient yourself enough to come out of the cloud. So just roll a straight D20, and we'll see if you can manage to get yourself out.
Come save my balls, bro.
Oh my god. You just walk out of the fog, and you just see like these strips of black smoke across the front of your armor as you emerge in this terrifyingly soaked with blood and guts. Everybody immediately looks over to you and begins shitting their pants.
Let's go, shit sesh.
Why does it smell like doo-doo out here?
They all immediately drop to their knees and beg for their lives.
What do you think, Frogman? Should they be forgiven for their sins?
The darkness sphere dissipates, so Curtis can now see you.
Ribbit. And I'm gonna pat my thumb down, like freaking from Gladiator.
Alright, Raka, I'm gonna allow you to have a brutalization roll on the first one. Alright, I'll say that's enough, because again, they're helpless, and you have a decent strength mod.
This one, I'm just gonna squeeze his neck until it just kind of like, his head just pops off.
You grab him by the neck and lift him up with one arm. After a second, you begin squeezing. His windpipe begins to collapse, and he starts to grasp at your hand in vain. You then proceed to tilt his neck to the side very quickly. It snaps, and your remaining strength crushes his windpipe, enabling him not to be able to breathe. And he falls to the ground dead.
And I'm gonna drop 2 Bibles in front of the other 2 and tell them they can't leave until they're done reading it.
I'm gonna say because you rolled the nat 20 that they're going to just do that, and also because you just brutally murdered one of their other friends in front of them. So they immediately pick up the Bibles and start reading.
Yeah, then I'm gonna start stabbing freaking coup de grace while the motherfuckers are asleep.
Alright, well, they're all asleep. Do you want to do that with the officer as well, or do you want to leave him alive?
Oh, same. I'm doing the same thing with the officer.
You kill all of them, which means you can't get any information out of any of them.
And I'm going to loot the officer.
Okay, so you killed all the main guards. The officer is the last one you will kill. After you plunge the knife through his chest, you search his belongings. Let us see what you will find. 2, you find 20 copper and a note from a Northern Gate whore.
What does the note say?
You sucked in bed. It wasn't worth the money. So, yeah, so that's all you get off of him. There is still the 2 that are feverishly reading Bibles at this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab one of them from the collar and start dragging him.
Dragging him where?
Closer to the tortoise.
Okay, strength roll. Unless you just want to tell him to go over there, because they'll basically do whatever you say right now, because Raka scared them to the point where they're almost having a heart attack.
Yeah, might as well tell him.
As you're trying to pull him, you realize that it's not a great idea with your size, and simply ask him to go over. So he stands up with your arm still, like, around the back of his collar, and he walks over to the tortoise, which has its side carved open now, and you let yourself off his collar.
Why are you here?
He is confused and asks if you are okay.
Where are the other drugs?
Where are the other drugs going?
Both of you are now doing this to him, and he is very confused and doesn't know what to make of it.
Where are the other drugs?
I just shit my pants.
Then I'm just going to go back like, what the fuck you guys doing here?
Our general, our great General Vorgol, came here and killed this mighty beast by himself. We were ordered to cut its side open. It was supposedly had young, but we didn't find any.
Where is General Vorgol?
General Vorgol left after he finished his mission here by killing this thing.
General Vorgol, these nuts.
Be wary of him.
He says be wary. I'm just going to look at him. I'm going to start sawing off the commander's head.
You successfully cut off the captain's head.
I think this is going to be a great present for you, Vorgoth.
Be wary of him. I warn you.
Is that all the information you got for us?
Well, we didn't actually get a chance to look and see if there was something inside
All
of
right,
the Zaratan.
chop. Start cutting it open.
It's already cut open. The side, the incision's there.
Oh, I'm just going to coup de grace through the back.
All right, you kill him. He falls over. He goes, "Ugh!" And then he falls over dead.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into the turtle.
So here's what happens. Raka, you're still over with the only surviving black scale. And Kane and Cham are both in front of the turtle with the incision in the side. So Cham, you leap up to where the incision is and you look inside. As you look inside, roll a reflex save. Still an 18, okay. It's enough to get you out of the way. So basically you leap right back off as a tiny turtle head pokes out of the incision. It then proceeds to roll its way out, now covered in blood, and lands down right in front of Kane. Keep in mind, Kane, this creature is about the size of a small house.
Do I have any snacks or anything on my person? Anything food related that I can offer it?
The better question is, do you know what it eats?
No, I do not.
All right.
I'm gonna open up the monster manual. I'm gonna find it.
Lorna still has the monster manual, and she will always have it. That book does not exist to you.
Can I roll like an intelligence check to see if I can remember anything about it?
Yes, you can.
Fucking 9.
Well, I was gonna do like gather info or handle animal kind of thing.
Oh yeah, handle animal. Oh damn, son! I got a natty 20.
Okay, so what was that?
No, that's for like to gather information. Like
okay, so you remember looking up in a book a very long time ago some information about Zaratans, and basically you discern that it eats anything it wants.
Let's go!
That is edible.
Alright, I'm gonna pull out some rations out of my pocket and offer it to it.
Okay, so Kane, you hold out the rations in your palm. The Zaratan extends its tongue and takes the rations into its mouth. You see what looks like a very light chewing motion followed by a gulp. The Zaratan looks you in the eye and then kind of has, even though you can't technically smile, you kind of feel like it is, and it then licks you in the face. Keep in mind, this thing could swallow you whole if it wanted to, but it appears that it is somehow bonded to you.
I'm gonna pet him, and then I'm gonna get on top of him.
You pet him, and then you, I'm not gonna make you roll a jump check, but then you leap on top of him, and he seems to enjoy that. You're kind of sitting on him. Again, you are much smaller than your average person, so compared to his size, he is massive, even for you. But he is apparently bonded with you, so now you have him. You now have your own little ride, and since young Zaratans actually move around a lot more than older ones don't really move around all that much. That's why they get all the mountains and trees and stuff on top of them. But the young ones, they move around a decent amount, so he's going to be pretty spry for a while, at least a couple hundred years.
What a name, Lightning McQueen.
All right, well, you now have, Cade, you now have your pet.
Lightning McQueen!
He is your pet. And he is bound to you. He will now go back to the encampment and bond with the other pets.